This guy said, "Door guys, what is this? Zoom cat."
Yeah, I don't even know the number.
Ring Central.
This is Davis.
And Vinny.
This is Shaun.
I'm Billy.
Welcome to the show, everyone. We got a remote show tonight. That's our new music. Thanks to my buddy Dan who did that. He's in the band Narcotic Self. He made us a couple intro and I guess an outro, a couple tunes. And I was over there watching basketball, having a few drinks, and this dude just like whipped him up super fast, had a recording in his basement, and sent me the files. It was super easy and awesome. So thanks to him for doing that shit. Now we have a song.
Thanks, dude.
That's awesome.
So did he like just have the guitar, and is that like a drum track, or did he play the drums too, or what did he?
He has like a drum machine. He has a drum machine, and then guitar. And so he was doing riffs before this, and I was like, hey man, by the way, I could use a intro song for the podcast. And what's going on here? Oh, my screen was doing something weird. I apologize. But yeah, so anyway, he did that, and then he added the drums to his guitar riffs and just made a couple short things. That was the first one right there, and I dig it. I hope you guys do too.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I know I've heard Narcotic Self at least, advertised on the river as far as, doing shows and stuff like that. And I may have seen them, open up at like, River Ride or Rock Fest or one of those, all day multi-band shows that they do at West Fair. So that's really cool that, it's he's actually, in a local band and was able to crank that up for us.
Yeah, that's I was pumped up about it, and he gave me a flyer. I wish I had it right here because they have a concert coming up. I think not till June, but I'll have to find that and pub that on here for him because I said I'd mention the band and give him a shout out on here. That was his payment.
Yeah, we'll post it up here. We'll get it, take a picture, upload it as an image, and then we can display it on here. And maybe we'll throw it in a couple of reels or something when the date gets closer.
Upcoming events: The Waiting Room on June 10th.
There you go.
Look at Billy go.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's the best part about this remote shit. Is we got Billy on the computer. You can look up anything. How have you guys been? I haven't worked in a little bit, and what's been going on with the shows? We had Corey Holcomb and Nimesh, Patel, and who else? Jared Freid drag shows.
Dude, I did not realize Corey Holcomb was Black Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah, he is.
I had no idea.
From the Adult Swim show?
Yeah. No idea.
Yeah.
Have you watched? Did you watch that show?
Once.
It's a pretty good show.
Yeah. His first show, Friday night, was kind of a weird one because he was on his way to the club and there was an accident right where he needed to go so he could turn to get into the complex.
Oh shit.
And, so he got hung up, and his opener was just a 2-person show. His opener was like, she did like 35 minutes, I think. And she was sitting at like 45 and said to me, she was like, yeah, so I know I'm way over, but like, I never got my light, so I don't know what's going on. And she just kept stretching until Corey got there, and then he did his 55 minutes. And so the second show started late, but second show he ended up like he murdered. They both did. So
were those crowds really rowdy?
It's just late, yeah, but not much you do about it.
No, expected rowdy.
Yeah, exactly.
So the nice thing is I only found chasers and not actual bottles of alcohol.
I didn't
So
find any.
shit we didn't sell, like chaser wise, like juice and stuff like that, I found, but no
Interesting.
bottles of alcohol.
Hmm.
Yeah, I didn't have any of that.
Maybe they're just getting smart and they're bringing both, and they're only leaving the chasers because they know we won't hunt them down for bringing in a bottle of fucking orange juice.
Maybe.
If it was me, I would pour the liquor into the chaser, shake it up, and take the chaser in, so it looked like I didn't have liquor.
Yeah.
I used
Maybe
to,
they did
used
that.
to
Could've been
drink
what
my gin
happened,
that
yeah.
way. Pour half a Gatorade out. Pour half a Gatorade out. Pour the other half gin. Shake it up. It's Gatorade.
What is the blue vinyl?
So nothing, no
behind you?
rowdiness.
Oop.
That is a Run the Jewels vinyl.
Oh, whatever.
Nice.
Did you fall down?
I thought that was your job.
So when I got that one, when I got this vinyl, they're warped from like shipping or whatever. They got too hot, so they don't play. So I fucking glued it to the wall, or more likely double-sided tape.
It works.
Tadal.
Shaun, you look real crazy. People, you should
Yeah.
go to YouTube to check this guy's floating head out.
You're very creepy.
Dude.
Creepier than normal.
Here.
Who worked the Nimesh show?
I worked that.
You worked
Yeah, that was me, and Davis was supposed to work, but that's when he decided to start getting sick.
that? Yeah. Good job.
And
I was about 2 days in right there.
Gotcha.
And then it was me, and I got to work with Ted for the first time. I work with the new guy. Well, Ted is a door guy for the first time, and
Right.
work with Colton, the new
I
guy.
haven't worked with Ted as a door guy. He watched me do sound once, but Ted's a good dude. I think.
Yeah, I
he'd be
showed
just
Ted
fine.
and Colton both the sound, how I did it.
Yeah.
And then Tanner just showed up. I was like, what are you doing here? And he's like, am I not supposed to be here? I was like, you're not on the schedule. He's like, really? And he goes and looks, and he comes back. He goes, oh, I guess I'm not on the schedule. I just assumed I was. It's like, well, Davis isn't here, so you might as well stick around.
That's awesome. And how was Nimesh?
It was good. It was good. It was just a 2-man show. It was Cameron Logston, and he did well.
Okay.
And then Nimesh, he's very funny. I wouldn't say surprisingly, but just the stuff that he said was very funny. And he was kind of working on his next special.
Okay.
So he said it was stuff that he'd just been talking about for the last 6 months. He has a special already shot, and he's shopping that one out. And so he was going to go record this one that he just did for us in 2 weeks from whenever that was down in Texas.
Okay.
And so, and then he didn't know what he was going to. So with the one he's shopping out, he didn't know what he was going to do with this one. But he said he's tired of telling these jokes already. So he just wants it to be on film, so that way he can be done with that and then move on to something else. But he was a super nice dude in his crowd. So we texted Davis because Colleen goes, we were going to have every West O doctor was going to be at the show that night. And there was surprisingly very few Indians. I would say, I don't know what the count ended up being, but I would say maybe 30, and it was a full room.
Wow.
And he said that he goes, there was white people, there was black people, there was old people, there was lots of young people, mostly young white people, but there was a mix of all. And he goes, TikTok is crazy. He said, this is my crowds. It's diverse. And he said he wished that he had a picture of the crowd in Phoenix 2 weeks ago, last week, whatever. And he said that because it was so diverse, and he doesn't know how he can convey that to these people that he's shopping his special to, that he doesn't just hit with the Indian market, that he doesn't just hit with this market. He hits all of these people because of TikTok. And
Oh yeah.
it was cool. And then at the end of the show, he had this was interesting. So he had tour posters that he was selling. Then he had little rectangle USB drives,
Yeah.
and it had his picture on it, like a little sticker picture on it.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
on it had some content, some bonus content, but there's also a PDF that had instructions for you to send him an email, and then he was going to give you a shout out when he records his next special.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, and it was $20 for the poster and the USB thing. It came as a package deal.
Huh.
But yeah, he said that, you know, and so he said in there it said, you know, their name, where they saw him, you know, what show and date and stuff like that. But then also an interesting fact about themselves. And he said, so, you know, he plans to shout out or maybe just in the credits scrolling list these people's names. But he said if he gets something interesting enough, then he would possibly stop and talk about it or bring it up at the end, or possibly like a DVD bonus scenes or behind the scenes, or, you know, or whatever, something like that with these people's crazy stories. So that was
That's
different.
cool. That's
Yeah,
cool.
that's an interesting idea for sure. I've never
Yeah.
heard of something like that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And I know we've talked about it before. The YouTube people and the TikTok people, when they come, you never really know what to think of them. He was another one that I was like looking forward to. So I'd like to hear that. You know, he was funny, and he's a nice dude. So that's cool.
Yeah, at one point I was walking by, Ted come out
What
of
the
the
fuck?
Ted came go to YouTube, people. Ted come out of the showroom, and he's just laughing his ass off, and he goes, man, that dude is fucking funny. And so I was like,
Hell yeah.
all right.
Fuck yeah. That's good.
Well, yeah, it sounds like he's more of that comic ilk or whatever when he's talking about, you know, that he's over these jokes and he's looking for another special. Guys that we see that are like straight YouTube, they don't think that way at all. For
No.
sure. They're thinking about
Right.
like their next video, not their next special, you know, not throwing jokes away already. They're trying to make that cash now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he was not. And he said it is interesting because he goes that he did just have the USB things, and they're about the size of like a playing card. And he said, but they weren't selling, so that's why he had the tour posters made up, and so that way people had something tangible to take home. And he said, and then things started, you know, flying.
Gotcha.
So
that makes sense. So like the USB you said was like bonus with like bonus content that you got with the poster. It wasn't necessarily you were buying the USB, you were buying the poster.
right, you were getting them together, and then the poster, you know, he signed it, then he put a little dot next to Omaha, and yeah, so that way people had something they could take home. And oh, hey, by the way, I've also got this USB thing to check out.
That's
And
cool.
he's a TikTok guy. Is that his main fame? TikTok,
Yeah.
not YouTube.
Right.
Yeah, TikTok.
Yeah. And mostly everything that he posts on TikTok is crowd work.
Oh,
And actually, and I didn't hear much crowd work because again, I think he's working on that special. But he had me set up his it was kind of old school, big old camcorder that I set up in the window of the sound booth and recorded his stuff. And he said if he gets some good stuff from that, then he was going to put that up on TikTok. So if you follow Nimesh Patel's TikTok, you may see some of the stuff from that set he did here.
Nice. He pops up for me like every day.
oh, really?
Oh yeah.
Can we talk about the TikToks that pop up for me every day?
Shaun, what do you
kidding.
get?
I'm kidding.
Yeah. What's in your algorithm this week, buddy?
No, you want to hear something funny? So,
Of course.
you know, we did that episode with Ty Ingram, right?
Mhm.
And we talked about breastfeeding TikTok videos. And
Episode
so,
58, Karate Chef.
yeah, there you go. Anyways, Ty said all of his coworkers at the steakhouse listened to the podcast and worried that I was very interested in breastfeeding videos.
They were worried about it.
Yeah, oh yeah, they're like, "Is that dude really into breastfeeding?"
Oh, that's
Like-
great. When we go there soon, fucking, they're all gonna be like, "Oh, that's the guy that likes fucking breastfeeding videos."
Yeah, speaking of that too,
For those listening right now, Shaun is milking the air.
we got an email from Adam, and the very first thing that he says is the breastfeeding picture is so bad, and it keeps popping up on his Instagram and YouTube.
You're welcome, Adam.
So bravo to whoever made that one.
So for that last episode, I photoshopped a picture of Vinny and myself breastfeeding Shaun and Ty, and it is kind of disturbing. So I do appreciate Adam liking that and being disturbed by it.
Disturbingly hilarious.
Should I go on with the rest of this email?
Sure.
Yeah,
All right, so
read
he
it.
said
Yeah.
he said baby names. I vote Davis McDavis face.
I'm gonna veto that one, Adam.
Roll Tide, motherfucker.
He asks if it's true that
You suck.
Ganant's coming to Omaha soon. If yes, are you going to get him on the podcast?
Yes and yes.
Correct. Well, he's
He'll-
coming with Augie.
He'll be here with
Is that right?
Augie Smith is when he'll be here. Yep.
All right.
When was that? Like the 14th, maybe something like that.
17th, I think.
Something like that.
Because I
17th
texted
April.
Nance and already asked him if he would do it on that Thursday night, and he said yes, he's in, and
Oh yeah, it's
he's
gonna
in
get
for it, so.
weird.
The 17th is a
confirmed.
Sunday.
Okay, then I don't know what the fuck day it is.
Dude,
I think the
for-
14th.
The 14th is a Thursday.
There
For
it
that
is.
po-
April 14th.
for that podcast, we need to learn Spanish and ask him questions, because that's all his YouTube videos are, like him figuring out Spanish translations. So we're gonna fuck his
We
world.
can bring Andres in and have Andres serve him Spanish meals the entire podcast, dude. Just like
Oh
bring over dishes.
yes,
Does Andres know Spanish?
Oh yeah, he's Mexican.
That doesn't mean anything.
Random question from Adam. What's the best or one of the best concerts you guys have ever been to? He went and saw
Ooh.
Metallica, and he saw Steel Panther.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Davis, I think when we went and saw Run the Jewels in Colorado, that's probably one of
Oof.
the best shows I ever went to.
Dude, that one for me, and probably when I just went to see Wu-Tang at Red Rocks, it has to be
Ooh,
tied because that
yeah.
shit was so Big Boy and Wu-Tang and they played the score for Enter the 36 Chambers. It was fucking
Mhm.
unbelievable. But that Run the Jewels, and it was at a place in Denver called the Fillmore, which is like an old skating rink.
Yeah.
And so like on the side where the bar and stuff is, they have like all these pictures of old roller derby people and shit. And it's kind of lit up over there, and that's where the bar is. And then it's kind of narrow, the main floor area. And then when we were there, they had they have chandeliers throughout it too, and they were all like glowing purple. And in the very back, it's like an upstairs kind of, but it's like the bleachers you would have at like your elementary school. Like they were all carpeted, like bleachers in the back of the place. It was just a very surreal, like crazy place for them to play at. I've never been to a concert venue quite like that.
Yeah.
What was the name of this place?
Awesome. The Fillmore.
The Fillmore in Denver, and I was up. Billy and Daryl and Dylan and Katie, we were all up front for a while, and I had to pee very early on. And I tried to hold it forever because I knew there's no way I'm getting back because I'm big as fuck, dude. And so like I left, and then I tried to get back in, and I was there with my other buddy Big C2, and he was trying to follow me back in because he didn't come with us right away. And we got in a fight with some kids started pushing Big C and stuff, and there's no way I could get back into where Billy and them were, but we met up with them towards the end of the concert. But it was fucking Fun, dude. It was
It
so
was a lot
fun.
of fun.
What about you guys?
Red Fang at the Tractor Tavern in Ballard, Washington.
Who's Red Fang? Never heard of him.
Mm-mm.
They're pretty cool.
Eskimo band?
Basketball? What?
Eskimo?
Eskimo band?
No.
not that far north in Washington, I guess.
I don't know. Red Fang. Your
Okay, yeah,
famous
fair
chief.
enough. I can see that.
What about you, Vinny?
Fuck, man, I don't know. I've seen so many shows. I really liked the last time Slipknot was here when they were down in Lincoln when it was Slipknot and Volbeat, even though I know Shaun didn't like Volbeat, but I fucking love those guys. There's another good one. Who opened for them? Oh, there's another great show down in Lincoln. It was Lincoln Park, and I don't remember who opened for them, but I just remember that being a great show. And all the way back, I saw at Civic Auditorium, Limp Bizkit was the headliner, and System of a Down was the band right before them. This was right
Oh
when their
shit.
first
Damn.
album came out, so that was really cool. I really wish System of a Down would have came back, and they were supposed to come back with Cypress Hill right before 9/11 hit, and so obviously they never rescheduled that tour. But yeah, I
then
mean,
Cypress Hill tried to become the new fucking Rage Against the Machine or some shit with like half a Public Enemy and some other guys. It was terrible.
yeah. But I mean, seeing big bands like Metallica and seeing the Rolling Stones and Ozzy and those are all great concerts as well. I don't know that I've really ever been to a bad. Well, okay, there was the one show that was bad that we gotten free tickets, so they were way up in the nosebleeds, and we went to go see. I think it was Buck Cherry that opened for him, but Nickelback was the headliner.
Lame.
Oh, look at you.
But fucking the first Nickelback album was good. I mean, that was when they were more rock, and then they turned into Puss stuff, and they've sucked ever since.
In the last part of Adam's email, he's going to his first show at the Funny Bone soon. He's curious about what are some things people should know being a first timer.
Well, first of all, congratulations on coming to your first show at the Funny Bone. That'll be awesome. And I don't know what would my advice be for someone coming.
So
don't run up to the stage and slap the comedian in the face. Don't fucking
Don't
do
do
that.
that. Yeah.
Definitely don't fucking do that.
Don't
That's
do that.
very faux pas.
It's a good way to get kicked out.
I don't. It's hard to say. I mean, it's like you're going to a play. Like you're going to see a
that's
show.
good,
You're
yeah.
watching a live performance. You should respect that. Sit there and enjoy it and laugh. Don't yell out, unless if you're asked a question. Obviously, I don't know.
And you don't have to. The first things that come to my mind are the logistical bullshit that confuses everyone. We're upstairs, so we're hard to find.
Yeah.
We're on a corner. We're above Fuzzy's Tacos.
Mhm.
You don't need to have your ticket. We have it on the
Yeah.
list. You just make sure your QR code is available if you're not on our list. We're gonna pick your seats for you. Don't move.
We'll give you good ones, Adam.
It's a 2-item minimum, so that's 2 beers. That's a appetizer in a meal, a dessert, what have you. And
It is a venue, so expect venue pricing. That's one thing that they expect it to be a sports bar with the
Yes.
pricing on stuff, and it's not that. So
No. And the show's about an hour and a half if the comic doesn't go long.
which most are respectful.
Yeah, I mean, so it depends on which show you're going to. If you're going to a Thursday night or a late show, then they tend to go a little bit longer, just
Yeah.
because if they're having
There's
fun or
time. Yeah.
lose track of time, or because there's nothing else for it. But on those, if you want to be in and out and more on time with a tight show, then go to those early shows, because I would say almost everybody is conscious of those. The fact that we've got to turn the room and get the second show
Yeah.
going.
How early would you say he show up?
So it says on the website 45 minutes, arrive 45 minutes prior to show.
Mhm.
So, but like on for a first
Any
show
first show.
or a Thursday, that's almost kind of too late, because people start showing up like 7:30 on Thursday. So people start showing up at 6:15, 6:30.
True.
But but usually we don't like to go out there and start seating until 6:30. So I would say an hour.
Yeah.
And then if it's a late show, I mean, what
Yeah.
what time do people
hour.
start showing up on Fridays? I mean,
I would still say an
9:45 show.
hour early.
It depends.
You
Yeah.
Get a spot to sit down up at the bar, and you don't have to stand in the long ass line. I would say an hour prior, probably. Hour 15
know.
if it's first show. It just depends on how big the comic is, I guess.
That's true. Yeah, if you're coming to a bigger name, people tend to show up. I mean, we've had people where there's people showing up for the second show and the headliner hasn't even hit the stage yet.
True.
Yes.
True. I'm just thinking, because a lot of times second show, God, this is getting nitty gritty with it, but a lot of times second show, you've got 30 some minutes to seat. And I mean, we've sat 300 people in that 30 minutes with a couple minutes to spare. So,
oh yeah,
I mean, that's where I'm thinking if you show up an hour early to a second show, you should be okay. Should
yeah,
be.
I would think so.
Yeah.
And that's another thing I'll throw on there is don't expect the show to start on time.
No, yeah, true.
Either
because
show.
also, yeah. What the fuck was I gonna say?
My bad.
Yeah, it's about 10, 15 minutes into the headliner set to where we decide which way we're exiting the room also. So yeah, hour 15, hour for late show. Hour 15 for early, hour for late show.
Yep, that sounds about right.
And the main thing is just have a good time when you go there. That's what it's for. Have some laughs. Yeah. You can have laughs without yelling out. That's the just enjoy the ride that the entertainers, the comedians are going to take you on. They'll take you on a ride.
Take care of your server, because it's fucking wild that they do that shit in the dark.
Yeah.
Especially with how packed it gets.
And if you have questions about that, go a couple episodes back and listen to the episode titled Waiting with Jen Muller. She'll tell you all about that crazy shit.
We did talk about tipping.
Tipping and doing it in the dark and people's feet being in the way and all that fun shit.
Mm-hmm.
Does he have anything else in that email?
He does not. That was the end of that one.
Well, thanks for the email, Adam.
Yeah. Maybe we'll see. Well, I'm sure you'll see at least one of us out there.
At least one of us.
Yeah, somebody will probably be there.
Where?
Gotta be.
In the toilet room.
I got a private one.
Yeah, now that it works.
Shaun, how is the drag show?
I fucking love it, man. It's fucking awesome.
I know you fucking do. Wasn't
Anybody
it
fall?
like 90s theme or something? MTV theme
Yeah.
or something?
Yep. Just 90s music and like they did Guns N' Roses and it was pretty
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
The next one's gonna be wild because I don't think they're doing an April one, but they're doing Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cinco de Mayo.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
That's good. Sean? You
My
pulling
wife's
Yeah,
gonna
us
come
I'll
out
in?
to
do
that
it.
one.
I'll do it.
His favorite show.
So when Chrissy and I went out on date night on Friday, we went to a place called Caddy's in Council Bluffs, and the Tip Fairy Austin was working at Caddy's.
No shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah. I don't. Have you worked the drag show?
Yes.
I think we all
Yeah.
have.
Yeah. I worked
And
the
there's
first one.
that dude that walks around with the
Yep.
bucket.
Walks, dude. That guy runs. That guy works his ass off.
Yep,
Yes, he does.
Francis.
Yeah.
he works it.
You Francis.
He works at the restaurant we went to, so it's pretty cool.
Is he a server?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yep.
Did he skip with your meal and your tip, or did he just walk normal?
No, he didn't skip. He just,
Oh.
I didn't have him as a server, but he was helping other
Gotcha.
people. Yep.
Did you see him walking around with a bucket for people
Yep.
to tip him in? Yeah. Nice.
Shut
Or
up.
to spit in.
It was overflowing with bills.
Did they have all different dancers again, or was it some of the same? I feel like a couple of them are the same every time, and then they rotate the rest of them.
There were 5 regulars and 1 new one.
Oh,
Something.
was the MC still the same? The Anita Biscuit, she like fell
Yeah.
one of the last
Yep.
times.
Yep.
I don't think anybody else will ever MC that.
No.
You're probably
not.
right.
Unless she's like out of
Yeah.
town or something. But even then, I don't think Matthew would schedule one if she was going to be out of town.
But you're
Apparently,
probably right.
they do some sort of. And I mean, no surprise, but let me phrase it this way: I was scrolling through Facebook and saw somebody that I knew had posted that they were at some drag brunch thing downtown.
Yes.
So, like,
At the restaurant I was at.
oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah, Caddies.
Yes.
I didn't know where it was at. I just saw somebody had went with a group of friends and was posting a bunch of videos. I was like, oh, I recognize that person. I recognize that person. I recognize that person.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Alley Cat's been there a few times, and that's how I knew about that Caddy's place. She's
I've never heard of
she's
it.
talked about it before.
It's good.
The food?
Oh yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
What do they got?
What? Yeah.
hungry.
Anything you want.
Anything?
Like
I ate a shitload of Olive Garden tonight.
steaks and chicken and all kinds of stuff, plus like burgers, anything bar food you'd want, burger, sub, whatever. They
Where
got.
is this at?
It's on Broadway somewhere. In Council Bluffs.
Oh, nice! I could go there and do some sports gambling on my phone because I can't do
Yeah.
it here in Nebraska.
Watch some drag and do some gambling.
Let's go tomorrow.
Tomorrow's not Sunday.
Yeah, I might be able to do that.
Just let
Check
me
the
know.
schedule. I might be able to do that, Sean. So I guess what everybody's talking about, and I'm sure we all thought about it, is that shit that happened the other night when comedian Chris Rock got smacked in the face by Will Smith. I've only I even gotten in my first I guess Facebook tiff with a guy I went to high school with because I shared a post of Ryan Sickler basically being like, regardless of what you think of the joke, this man was attacked doing his job doing his job, and like there was no security, and Will Smith was allowed to stay and shit because I felt that shit because of what we do. Like that was literally I wasn't watching it live. Michaela brought it into me and then like rewound it, and then I watched it live, and then saw the Australian video of it uncut or whatever, so you could hear him yelling the F word and shit. And my initial thoughts and the initial things I said to her is, where the fuck is security? And how is he still being allowed to sit in the crowd? Like, this shit is insane. And I've only viewed it from like that point of view, like no like feelings involved or like anything. Like to me, it was a shitty joke anyway. Like it wasn't a very good joke. And it's whatever, but like my whole thing is the whole like they didn't even protect this dude, and you gotta believe that joke was pre-written and ran by somebody. Like they knew he was gonna say that. It's the Academy Awards, like for sure. So like that was just that was my opinion on it. Is it like crazy that there's no security at a place where there should be pretty high security, you'd think, with all those celebrities and everybody around. And this dude was just allowed to fucking go wild, man. That shit was wild.
Well, they couldn't kick him out. He was up for a category later.
Fuck that, dude. He assaulted a man.
He ended up winning the fucking category. They knew he was going to win. They couldn't kick him out.
I think it was planned.
Should have kicked his ass out.
You think?
I mean,
I think it was planned.
Dude,
Who
the punch,
the fuck
the
else knew that
slap or
shit was on
whatever.
that night until that happened?
That's true.
Have you seen
the only thing that looks super fake is the slap. Like, if you watch the slap, dude, it looks like a movie fucking punch. But like all the emotion and everything seems real after that. But also you're dealing with actors, and so they can fucking do that shit.
Exactly.
So like, I mean, I've heard that a lot too, that it was fake. And I mean, originally I think I put it in our group chat that I was just going to push the narrative that it was fake, that I didn't believe it was really fake. I was just going to keep saying it was fake to be a dick, but like, it might be fake.
I think it could be fake.
Yeah, but did you watch that video they put that we had the Japanese feed in there? I mean, that was a solid sound and fucking slap. I mean, it was. And Chris Rock, I mean, again, actor, yes, but he sure looked fucking shocked.
Yeah.
He did, and he took that shit.
Yeah,
that was the other thing why I thought it was fake, is I was like, this dude didn't even grab his face or rub his face or anything. I was like, that's kind of sketchy, because like if you get hit in the face like that, you'd be like, oh man, you know. And he didn't do any of that shit.
That's a bitch move on TV in front of millions of people.
Oh, such
to grab your face. To grab your face.
That's
yeah. He's from the streets, man. He's like, if he does that, he looks like a little bitch.
I don't know.
I liked a couple of parts that he was still antagonizing Will Smith after the fact, that they were pissed. Like when he was walking up, he called him Richard from the fucking King Richard movie. And then he said, come on, man, it was a G.I. Jane joke. No, it wasn't. It was a Jada Pinkett Smith joke. Like that was fucking hilarious.
I wish he would have not bit his tongue, because when he's like, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth, and he's like, ooh, and then he was gonna say something like, there's some shit he was ready to fire back with, but he fucking didn't.
Comedian and a man, he could have fucking just eviscerated him and just made so many jokes, and he kept it together. He was a professional, is what he was. Is he had a job to host and announce that video. Some crazy shit went down. He kept it together and did it. Like, he should get paid fucking extra.
Hazard pay.
Yeah.
Did you see Tom Segura's tweet about it?
Oh, he's going hard, dude. I love it.
Hashtag cuck Will.
Did you see that video Andres shared today of Tom Segura getting off the plane?
Yeah, Landon. Yes.
I don't think so.
That was funny. He's like, I got a surprise for you. And he walks and then he's getting off his private jet and he's like, come see me in California, wherever he's at. And he goes, laugh
think New
or
York.
don't. I don't care. Yeah, wherever he's at, laugh or don't. I don't care. But I'll tell you one thing's for sure. If you step on that stage, I will knock you the fuck out. I don't care.
and the bitch you're with.
Oh, yeah. And the bitch you're with.
When he gets off the plane, he's like, "What's up, you bald bitches?"
I didn't catch that, but I missed that part.
Yeah, right. When he gets off the plane, he says "What's up, you nasty bald bitches," or some shit like that.
Tom don't give a fuck.
he's oh, dude, he's pissed, and I get it. I don't know if it's a real fear, but I've been noticing like these guys think that like now regular people, because people have been acting crazy for a few years now, that we're gonna have a lot more people like charging the stage and shit because they're like they do it normally, and because the fact that nothing happened to Will Smith, that people are gonna think like that's what you fucking do now at a comedy show, is if you don't like what they're saying, you just fucking storm the stage. And I'm like, oh, fuck, that better not be true.
We should remove the stairs from the other side of the stage just to make it not so easy for people to get up there.
Yes.
Oh, shit.
We should have one more guy remove all stairs from the stage.
Just fucking walk them down, set them down, let the comic climb up. So I can take the stairs back, and then when they're getting ready to get off, put them down.
Sean again. Bye, Shaun.
It's like a D&D episode.
Do you think he puked yet?
I don't know.
But at least if he pukes here, he's got a place to do it.
I'm pretty sure
I
you
think
can
I
hear us,
talked
but
about
he's
it a few
muted.
times, man, but I can't.
Oh. He's still
As an
muted.
adult, fucking,
I
can't
let
stop
the
laughing
dog
at
out.
people puking, dude.
No, I let the dog out. That's all I'm doing.
I was just talking about how I think it's funny when people puke. Like I was watching, it was the St. Peter's Peacocks last weekend in the March Madness basketball, and they won. And they were showing the coach's wife in the stand after, and she's been like jumping up and down with this baby forever. And they flipped over to her, and the baby legit like puked all down its fucking front, dude. And then they like cut away real fast. And I was like, ah! Go back, go back.
I didn't know that. That's funny.
I can't fucking. Dude, it was just for like not even a minute, dude. It was just so quick, and then the camera guy was like, "Oh fuck!" and they like switched right away because it's just like barfing.
I'm just drinking diet soda, not booze.
What is that?
Diet soda.
That's that stevia soda.
I'm not drinking booze.
He's hammered off stevia, dude. It's got your liver fucked up.
Yep.
It's a plant.
Oh my god.
So yeah, fuck Will Smith, I guess.
Yeah. Well, and there was some
Well,
videos.
this guy was on Facebook, and he was like, "Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you."
Okay.
No, I was just gonna say there's some videos that
was you talking.
Between the break, the commercial break, how like Denzel Washington and Tyler Perry and someone else came over and was like talking to Will and consoling him, and went over to Jada and was consoling her and talking to her and stuff like that. So that's another thing that makes me think that shit was not planned.
I mean, also fuck her the most. Like she's fucking because that's my other thing is right away, and everyone knows this. They saw it. Will Smith was laughing his ass off, dude, and she rolled her eyes. Then the camera cuts back to Chris Rock, And then he walks up there because she was like, "What the fuck are you laughing at, motherfucker? You better get up there." Or whatever the fuck she said to him. He was like, "All right, fine." And then he went and did that shit. Because she, everyone knows. Everyone's reading all the shit.
Yeah.
Oh, my battery's getting low.
I'm wondering why you dipped out.
Yeah.
My phone told me my battery's down to 25%.
What?
So we got about 25% amount of time left.
Well, I have this dumb Apple phone where, like, I can't plug the charger and my headphones in at the same time because they have the same fucking thing. Like, cool, Apple. Fucking dicks.
Dude.
Android
Look.
did the same thing.
Look at my ear.
Wait,
You
why
know-
do you have double headphones, you psycho?
I
Oh,
don't know.
you're telling me to get earbuds?
Yeah. I'm watching TV on this PC and talking to you.
This fucking guy.
We barely got Davis to use Bluetooth to connect his phone to the fucking board. We're not going to get him to use
Yeah,
earbuds
dude.
around the house.
I'm not getting ear cancer for a free podcast.
Ear cancer.
Fucking fat ass.
Not at all. Oh, I fucking didn't eat that much for like a week that I was sick, but now I'm feeling better tonight. I ate so much fucking Olive Garden, dude. I just gaining all the weight back I lost from being sick, dude. So much creamy Alfredo.
Creamy Alfredo.
Oh, so much.
Uh,
So I dipped my breadsticks in.
Nice.
I'm also on steroids, so I get real wound up, but then I crash real hard.
You still on them roids?
Yeah, I got one more day. I got to take one tonight, and then I think only one tomorrow, and then I'm done.
Nice.
Thank fucking God.
Well, what do you guys think? It's been 47 minutes.
Yeah,
damn,
I
dude.
don't think I have anything else.
No, I don't either.
Yeah,
So let's
I don't either, Shaun. I don't either.
Fuck you.
Well, thanks for listening to this one. We'll be back. We'll be back to our normally scheduled program. We're gonna try and record this Sunday or someday soon for the week after. And thanks for checking us out. Email doorguyspod@yahoo.com. Check out our Instagram. We weren't active for about a week, but we're gonna keep putting stuff out. Patreon's definitely launching soon, and that's all I know, man.
Like and
Yeah.
subscribe, share, get all your friends on. I ran into
Tell your friends.
Rade at school
Aw,
yesterday,
Rade.
and told him
Let's get Rade on.
Yeah.
Next time I
dude.
see him, I'll tell him. I'll try and get him on.
Fuck yeah.
He said he misses this place and stuff like that, and I mentioned that we talked about it when we did Jen's podcast episode, and he goes, "Oh, you guys have a podcast?" I was like, "Oh yeah, you don't know?" He's like, "No." I was like, "Oh yeah, I forgot. You're not on fucking Facebook." And so I told him about it. He's like, "Oh, I'm going to go look that shit up." He's like, "I miss that place." I said, "Well, you listen to our podcast." I said, "You'll feel like you're back again." He's like, "Oh yeah, then I'm definitely checking it out."
I miss Rade.
That's awesome.
Yeah. We all do.
All right, everybody.
All right, guys. Thanks
Peace
for
out.
listening. Thanks for watching.
Peace.